Okay, I'm Loyd Stewart,
I'm Kenneth Williams.
I'm Mark Bernstein.
and our project is Hibernate. All right, the methodology, we are building a server that periodically shuts itself down at random times during the day so that it cannot be attacked. So the server room is going to be 10,000 square feet. The ceilings are 14 feet high. The door is 48 by 108 inches. We're getting our air conditioning, climate control from Stultz Company. The server cabinets are from Allied Electronics. The cabinets are secured by Digitis Biometric, and we talked to a representative from them. His name was Mark, and he told us that Allied Electronics was a good company to buy our cabinets from, so we're trusting him. Digitis Biometric, their cabinets are locked biometrically, but they can also identify someone in distress, so if they're being forced to open the cabinet, it will not open, because it can read heart rates, it can read stress levels. And then the server chassis and the cartridges are going to be from HP. Okay, so the medical industry has suffered more security breaches than banks and the military combined. It's a huge number. Last year, more than 10 million people in the U.S. were affected by healthcare data breaches. Even companies such as dental companies have lost hundreds of thousands of personal records. And Buffalo Heart Group, they have lost the information of 500 to 600 patients in the last year. And the healthcare industry is 10 years behind financial services in terms of protecting data. It's twice as easy for hackers to get sensitive financial information out of a healthcare company compared to a bank. And 62% of those companies are moving their files to cloud storage that's not properly secured. So that's what we're trying to fix.
Our objective is to create a system that is virtually impossible to hack, and as Loyd explained, it shuts down at every period of time, so you don't have to worry about it being hacked or hacked as easily. And our hypothesis is if we make a server that hibernates irregularly, it can only be accessed during certain time slots. We are preventing hackers from accessing other people's data so that you keep your data safe with no problems whatsoever. Originality, to make sure that we weren't copying anybody. There are servers out there that will shut down if hacked, but that's not what ours does. Ours shuts down every so often, like periodically. So those who are trying to attack won't attack the servers, so you can keep your data safe. Potential companies, we weren't going to sell the company itself. However, we're looking to sell services to businesses so that they can use our product, and hopefully we can make money off of that. And our main targets are your doctor's offices, dentist offices, orthodontists, schools, and individuals. Because as you've seen from earlier quotes, there were people out there who lost medical records simply because they didn't have secure enough software.
So the relevance to biology is we use bears as the primary example because they are the most referred to as hibernation. But a lot of animals hibernate during the winter. So our server will hibernate during certain times of the day. These are our references. And then we open it up to Q&A for the rest.
All right. Questions, guys? As far as the group's presentation, yes.
Can you put your names back up on the screen?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so what happens if you need to get on the server when it's hibernating?
We have certain access codes. Like, if you desperately need to get on, like in a state of emergency, we'll let you on. But otherwise than that, you won't be able to get on. Because there's certain time slots that each individual will have, and they'll know when they can and can't get on.
So you,
That-
oh, so
well,
you
I would-
control it then, you control. It's not the it's not in the program of the computer or anything. You basically control so that during hibernation, even the owner cannot even get in. Is that how it works?
Right.
Mostly,
If
yeah.
there's an emergency, we could turn it on. But
Yeah,
it's,
they have to
that's,
still call you.
Yeah,
It's like a
they'll call us,
911
yeah.
thing.
but that's why
They'll have to give
we
like
weren't
a
marketing
reference
to hospitals, more so doctor's offices, because hospitals have like ER rooms and stuff that obviously they would need it then and there.
And
But
same with
doctor's
insurance
offices, not
companies.
as much.
Those insurance companies, if you have an accident, they'll need your records.
Mhm.
And then police officers, same thing.
Sure, yeah.
So you're not actually shutting the server down.
No,
No, we are.
it is shut down.
It'll have to start up.
Down, how can they get on an emergency?
We'll start it up and then they'll get on.
Okay, how long will the refresh time be?
Kenneth?
Probably, I would say like, it'll be on for 2 hours, then off for an hour, then 2 hours, then 1 hour, something like
But
that.
it'll change weekly, so we don't have like hackers know our
So
So
schedule.
there's no
They-
pattern.
Yeah.
It's a random hibernation time.
Exactly.
What prevents me from creating that script that does the sorting?
Well, it changes every like week. You're not gonna be able to hack it when it's offline.
No, I mean like, okay, so you're going to sell services, right?
Yeah.
So, this can be recreated by anybody. So what prevents you from having competition?
Patents, really. I mean, we'll sell the service cheapest and we'll do it the best.
Are the servers going to be consistently connected to the cloud or the internet?
Well, when they're on, they will be, but when they're off, they won't.
So based on that, wouldn't the hacker be able to remotely control whether or not they're on or off to be able to have hacking?
Well, it's gonna be on a secure server, like area.
Well, there's no such thing as a secure server.
That's what we're trying to make.
So you're developing that secure server
Yeah.
and then something that would, so what do you think, is there any program right now that's kind of in that, already in that place of having a secured server? Is there anything, like a matrix thing, that's already available
Well,
that
nothing's
nobody can get
100%
in?
secure.
So
If you
no, no,
say that, that's
okay.
a lie.
So, but that's what you are aiming to
We're trying to make
achieve.
something that's less hackable. Because you can never be 100%.
Sure.
How long does it normally take to hack a server?
Well, David Foster said that it's just, what does he call it?
Assuming that.
Well, normally it just hit it over and over and over till their passwords work. So that's why he suggested the hibernation, because you can keep hitting it for a certain amount of time, but it's going to turn off, then you have to start all over.
And it's not personal use, basically, it's kind of designed for office use anyway, so.
If people want to use their files that they want to make sure it's secure, they can use it.
Well, we were going to say,
But that's the thing, is if you have personal, things
Yeah.
you wanna do and
And
it's
most likely won't be
hibernation.
used by a person.
well,
That's
like, certain people, maybe like a mass photo backup or something, they don't need those photos every day.
All the time,
So
yeah,
for something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, it could be used
That's
for personal
true.
use.
Right, yeah. Isn't that now like, something like that is kind of sold,
cloud?
like, yeah,
Yeah.
like
iCloud got
security-
hacked though.
Yeah, iCloud and a lot of other companies that store their, like, it was
Yeah, they're
BitLock.
even selling that, isn't
I
it?
think
They're
BitLock got
selling
hacked
that,
too.
so you have security, the LifeLock, whatever,
Yeah.
those, aren't those
Well,
kind of
LifeLock
like
is
that
for-
already?
LifeLock's for your identity.
Right, so for, but it's kind of the same
It
concept.
is the same concept, yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, there's a question.
So, does it turn off randomly or does it have a set time running?
Well, each week we'll have a pattern established and we'll send it to our customers. And it will shut off and turn on during that pattern. So they know when they can access it.
Oh, so the customers actually know when it will hibernate.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they can actually plan it. It's,
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
random, it's random for the hackers, but not for the users.
Right.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
How would you be sending the schedule to customers?
Somebody's
in a way
gonna
that
hack
can
it.
be intercepted?
Email?
No.
Somebody's gonna just hack your email.
Not true.
Well, we didn't really plan that far ahead, but maybe
But that's one of the things you can plan out,
Yeah.
That's a good question.
maybe like a mail service.
Post,
Yeah,
like
post it.
snail mail, yeah.
Wouldn't there be a
Well, we have the system in place, we can just change the time slots. It'll just be setting it up would be the hard part.
I'm sorry, it's time. So thank you guys. That was good.